I feel great.
Tremendous.
I've always wanted to come to Italy.
Well.
You feel well?
We're good.
There's a lot of hot babes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's hot dudes too.
And that the city is gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. Like all the bands playing on the show are basically bands that we grew up listening to. So like having like AFI and Sum 41, Story of the Year, just so many good bands that we're really happy to be in the same scene with, but we've never actually really met them. So now that we're in Europe, we kind of all got put in this big venue together, and it's like, hey, let's play a show, and it's really, really strange, but it's awesome. It's cool.
And it's also really weird that a lot of our friends' bands that we kind of grew up with and toured with, that's kind of the new breed of bands, So we kind of forget, like bands like Broadway Calls, like a lot of our friends.
Set your goals 4 years strong.
Yeah, like in other people's minds, that's like, the new big thing. And we're just like, whatever, we're all little kids still,
Although 4 Years Strong do look like they're 40 years old. I'm actually older than all of them.
Combined.
Yeah, it's true. Combined.
Wow. Yeah. Combined. We were just talking about Living with Lions. They're from Vancouver, Canada. And we were just saying how that was one of the most fun tours we've ever done. We did the Western US with them, and them and our friends in a Wilhelm Scream, they're always over here having fun.
Just met Story of the Year and Friday Night Boys, and those guys are great.
Yeah, we're having a blast with all those guys. And
Broadway Calls is another really good one.
And I did hear that you may be potentially playing that Leeds Fest with Blink-182. Now, I'm not too sure that that's even possible, but
we don't even know if that's even real. But
yeah, but I mean, if it was, that would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like basically, yeah, we started we did like you said, the tour with Paramore, and then we did like a ska tour with Less Than Jake, but then there was the Casualties on it. They were like a street punk band, and
then Cage, this rapper, was on the second half of that tour. So it was us, Cage the rapper, and then Less Than Jake. So kids were getting so many types of music, and that actually doesn't really go over too well in the States. I think people actually appreciate it out here a lot more because people try and make exciting tours, because there's a lot of bands that same band, slightly different throughout the night. And it's like it's more fun to do shows like this where we played with Haste of the Day a few days ago, and we sound nothing like them. They're like heavy breakdown stuff. And we're like,
Good example.
Good example, right?
Yeah,
it's just good to have a variety of music going on. But when we did that, there would be definitely some hardcore punks that when Cage would come on, just boo them off stage. But I mean, I would assume when they get older, they'd appreciate something like that a little later in life. But you're young and stupid.
Yeah, because the concert goers, they get to see a bunch of different music, which is cool. But with us, we play these different tours with different bands, and then the next time we go out and play, all different kids from all different walks of life, like hardcore kids, pop punk kids, ska kids, radio rock kids. They all come to see us, and they all make friends, get along. So I think it's really important to make all kinds of different fans and friends while you're out on tour. So it's really, really cool to do that. Oh no, pretty much, here's the thing, we started pretty much 8 years ago, and when we started we were high schoolers, we were just in school, having fun. He was 14 when we started, and then after high school, you go to college or university. The bass player wanted to go to college, and we said, okay, see you later. We got new guys in, and then we went on tour, and they said, well, we're not making any money doing this, we want to go to college and go to school, go to work, so they left. And then we got 2 new guys, and Ryan stayed, but then we had another bass player who, he also left college and then decided, oh, I want to go back, I don't want to do this. Then we got Otto, so now we have, finally, a real lineup.
This is the lineup. Actually, our anniversary, we were just talking about how it's coming up soon.
A 1-year anniversary, all of us together.
Legit lineup.
Horrible. No, it's, as far as musically, it's really great because we've been playing music since we were 9 and 10, and we have this weird chemistry together. So we'll be playing a part and writing a song, and then we'll just look at each other and go, and we know what we're talking about, and no one else gets it. So even on stage, like for a while, we would just decide on a new song to play instead during the set, and look at each other, and then no one else would know what's going on. So we have this really good chemistry. Writing songs is a lot easier, and it's actually nice because you feel like you have part of home with you all the time. Because if it was just me by myself, it'd feel a lot different.
Yeah, because when we go on tour, like I'll call my parents. We call our girlfriends, and it's nice that we don't have to call our brother too. So it's always just like, oh, you're still here. Okay, cool.
Hey.
Yeah, so we just could talk, and I don't know. I feel like I'd be way more homesick considering our parents don't even live at home anymore. They moved to North Carolina, and we're in Michigan. So yeah, it's really nice. I don't get as homesick. I don't really care about going home as much as I used to, and it's cool. It keeps me focused, and we write some cool songs.
And one of my favorite things ever in the world is like brothers and siblings fighting with each other, because I just think it's so funny. Like, especially back home in Canada, I have a lot of friends that are brothers, and they're kind of like super close with like. And when they get into their fights, you just let it. You sit back and you laugh, and then and then everything is mended. Yeah, everything is mended. Like, whereas if you see something like a fight like between brothers, but between friends, it would be a little more like intense and actually serious, and so like, that's one of my favorite things.
Like when we're writing songs, we'll even have scuffles, but we know it's for the music, it's not personal. So we'll be like yelling at each other, and then 10 seconds later, you want some food? Yeah, let's go eat some food.
So all these little 4-minute arguments have made a couple of pretty good records. So I wouldn't trade it. It's pretty cool. It works out. Yeah, that's the thing. I really love all of his ideas and everything that he talks about. I'm a very left-wing person on a political scale. I think everybody should be equal. Everybody should be treated like it's a free country, because the United States, we say, we're the land of the free, and every other country is more free than we are. It's stupid. And a lot of people don't like Michael Moore because he's really pushy and he's kind of a jerk sometimes. But it's to be funny. It's because if his movies were all serious and like, no one would go watch him, you wouldn't like him, but when you watch his movies, it's really entertaining. And
he's one of the only people that actually does something about these issues. A lot of people will be like, oh, I don't like his movies, and I'm like, you didn't make a documentary about it, you didn't, interview all these people and like risk your life to do this stuff,
He really works hard, and it shows, and he doesn't just sit there and complain about it and tell people. He's actually had healthcare policies changed, and he made Kmart stop selling ammunition for firearms, and just all this stuff basically by just telling people to have a heart. That's his bottom line. Like in the U.S., you have to pay a ton of money to get surgery and a ton of money to get medicine and for an ambulance to come to your house. So he basically just made a movie about it, saying, like, and Anto knows, he's from Canada. They have free healthcare. We don't. It's very strange. So Anto looks at us like, you poor kids. Like, you can't get sick or else you're fucked for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So it's it's definitely cool. So like Michael Moore or not, I love everything he talks about. So I'm excited to be part of the same place. So. Yeah, he's got family at Michigan State, right?
Yeah, my brother went to Michigan State. I like the Red Wings. Tigers.
Our friend Tim, really good friend.
Our friend
he played for University of Michigan football.
Yeah.
So
we watched that all the time.
They got really bad though when he was playing. Sorry, Tim. But
yeah, it wasn't because of him. It was just
but I think the football team was a joke.
Yeah, our Lions are terrible. Let's not talk about it.
But yeah, Detroit Red Wings hockey.
One game.
Tigers are pretty cool. Like they have their ups and downs, but it's still pretty fun.
Exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michigan State football and basketball and Michigan football and basketball. Those are always like competition and doing really well.
If we had a curling team, I'd like them too.
It keeps me entertained when I'm home.
Hey, we're the Swellers, and you're listening to Rock and Roll Radio.
T.
You guys have a good memory. I forgot all that.
Okay, check it out. Hi, we're the Swellers, and you're listening to Rock and Roll Radio.
Rock and Roll Radio.
Dot.
I see.
All right, let's do it.
So I just got dot.
Yeah, you just got tired. Alright, here we go. Hey, we're the Swellers, and you're listening to
Rock and Roll Radio.
Dot.
IT.
Woo.